Hey guys, welcome to Frame Chasers. Today is gonna be a simple stream re-upload video. We covered a lots of stuff today. It was, oh man, where did we start? We did Strix 3090 BIOS flashing on the For the Win 3. What effects did that have on the card? How did that extra 30 watts of power limit affect it? We also did memory clock speed power scaling. Let me explain. We moved the slider to minus 1000 on the 3090, and then we checked how much power draw it had, what were the performance implications of it. Then we moved it up 1000 performance at 8K. We used 8K and 1080p in the stream. We had FPS numbers, power draw, all the things. Really good data. So because there was so much good data in this video, I will do a stream recap. Cole's notes video, if you will, just the spoon feed the answers. What should you do? What's the best that you should do with your 3090? I also had thermocouples on the back of the 3090 on the memory ICs so that I can compare the temperatures of, at 8K load, how hot do those memory chips get. It's all in there. It's a really good video. If you have the time, sit back and enjoy 2 hours. If you don't, wait for the recap. I know there's people that enjoy both formats, so I'm going to give you both formats. Anyway, guys, thanks for stopping by, and if you like the content, hit that subscribe button, do all that YouTube SEO stuff for me, and I'll see you in the next one. Talk to you later. What we're going to be doing today, gonna be downloading the Strix BIOS, and flashing that onto the For the Win 3. Yeah, lurk away, my friend, lurk away. I'm gonna be doing my thing. Asus Strix 3090 BIOS. What's this one? Yeah, 480 watts. That's what we want. So the For the Win 3 is 450 watts. So maybe this will give us an extra 30 watts of playroom here. Quiet BIOS. I don't want that one. I want the OC BIOS. Quiet BIOS. Where's the other one? Is it only the quiet one? Oh no. Performance BIOS. Okay, download. Let's see here. So apparently they fixed GPU Z and NV flash to work with this. All right, let's move this to desktop. Asus 3090, we'll call it. Okay, I'm gonna back up my BIOS. Do I have the updated version? I'm not even sure. Let's see here. Save to file. No, I have to download it. Yeah. Okay. GPU Z. It should auto update. It's kind of stupid that it doesn't. Download GPU Z. Download. Yes, please. I would like to download your product. Yes, please. All right. Yes. Did it update? Nothing even happened. Save to file. Oh, I think it did. Nope, no it didn't. Are they sure that, is there like a beta version maybe? I have the latest version. What? Maybe they didn't update it. Maybe you have to use NV flash. GPU Z Ampere. I should have BIOS. I should have researched this. Maybe that's why there's no BIOSes here. Well, I'm not gonna flash it unless I back up my other one, because there's no let me try uninstalling it. It works great, man. Works fantastic. It's a 1080p monster. Don't believe the things that you see about it being 10% faster. I mean, it is, but you have to get a really, really high power limit version for it to actually work in your favor. Because you can... Where's the GPU Z here? You can crank the voltage and the megahertz, or the clock speed up really high in 1080p gaming. In which case it scales better. We can try some of that today, actually. We can lower the memory bandwidth and increase the core clock. See how it scales. Okay, uninstalled. Let's try reinstalling here. Okay, execute. Yes, I want to install. Yes, please. Okay, this is a fresh install. This should work. I got 2 pre-orders on the Strix OC, man. I literally want that shit. I don't know what's taking them so damn long. Save to file. Do I have to run as administrator? What is going on here? I'll try using NV Flash to back up my BIOS. Yeah, this doesn't work. Interesting. Okay. Well, let's try NV Flash Ampere. Okay. If you're willing to risk it all, that's not that. BIOS flashing is not that big of a deal. Jesus. It's like the headline, that click headline. Okay, where do I download it? Give me this. You just have to call places and ask them, man. I think OC UK lets you pre-order them as well. But if you just like call them like, hey, can I put money down? If you say can I put money down, they'll usually do it. Oh, it's in German. Oh, here we go. I'm not sure if I like this. There's always something shady about downloading a German file. NV Flash. Okay. I'm in the US, yeah. Let me see here. Let me see. Command. NV Flash. Can we... Oh, 64, right? Is there a backup BIOS option here? Save VBIOS to firmware file. Okay, that's the one we want. Save. Okay, I'm down with that. Okay, I don't need any of this crap. Okay, NV Flash 64-save. File name. Let's do For the Win 3 OC.ROM. Command format not recognized. Do I have to do 2 dashes? Dash save. Oh, that did it. Oh my god. Saving of image complete. Where? Oh, nice. Put it right in my folder. Sweet. Well, that's nice to know. Okay, I'm gonna copy this and back it up twice just in case. Don't want to lose that shit. Okay. Oh, my Discord's down here now. Don't need that. Move this over. Yeah, you just gotta call people and ask for pre-orders, man. So I know I'm second on the list for this one store, but like, whether they get a certain amount of inventory is random, right? That's the thing. So all you can do is put your name down and just wait, pretty much. And then while you're waiting for the pre-order, you can just keep refreshing the other pages. Not anymore, no. They changed it. After the 3090 release, they stopped OC UK pre-orders. But they started price gouging really hard after the 3080 anyway. I wouldn't buy from there anymore. What are we doing here? Okay, Asus 3090. Okay. Nade Shot got a 3090 with. I don't watch Nade Shot. I don't have time. Yeah, that's because people don't know what the hell they're doing. Yeah, that's what I mean. That's just that comment annoys the shit out of me. Dude, have you ever seen my very first video on my YouTube channel that I started 2 months ago? So I literally made a video explaining why I started the channel, and then I was like, it's because I saw Dr. Disrespect's rig for Warzone, and it was like some Threadripper with like 2080 Ti SLI, all this crazy shit, like 20 grand computer, and he was getting like 120 FPS in Warzone, and like they don't, like, they have no idea how to configure their shit, man. They have no clue. And that, I'm like, when I saw that, I'm like, okay, I gotta make a YouTube channel, because like people literally don't know what the hell they're doing. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, professional streamers making millions of dollars don't know how to configure their fucking computers. It's insane. Let's see here. NV Flash. So this one says board power draw. Wait, advanced BIOS. Board power draw, 450 watt maximum. So let's flash this bitch. -6 Asus 3090.ROM. Right, 64. Oh my god. NV Flash 64. Did I type it wrong? .exe? Oh, NV Flow Flash. NV Flow Flash. NV Flash. Took me like 4 times to realize I put a. Yes, I want to flash. Flash me. Subsystem ID mismatch. Don't care. You guys can't see what's happening right now, but it is flashing. I got a black screen right now. Now I just have a black screen. Well, I don't think that worked. And my music just turned off. That means my computer just froze. I may have made a huge mistake. Okay, good thing there's a dual BIOS switch. Let's try restarting the computer. Huh. Huh. Oh, I have a display, so it did work. Why did it freeze the... Oh. Now my keyboard doesn't work. This is not a related issue. Now I have a black screen again. What on earth? Whoa. Whoa, hang on, boys. Hang on. Houston, we have a problem. Houston? Abort! Oh, we got it back. Okay. No, we don't. Yeah, we do. Oh, we got it back. Okay. Woo. Holy shit, what is going on with this? Whew. Okay. Let me get the sound back here. Get some tunes going. Let's see. So when you flash a random BIOS on your thing, one of the guys in the Discord said it worked for him, but it disabled one of the display ports. So I guess for this one, it disabled the... Now I have no sound. Oh, why is it going to this? There we go. Okay. Can you guys hear the music again? You should be able to. You should be back to normal, yeah. Okay. Whew. Let's, so far so good. Let's see what GPUZ says. Let me see the questions, one sec. Would you recommend some vendor in the USA? Just go to your Micro Center or something, man, and just ask them. Like a local one. You can try calling Best Buy. Even if it says out of stock on Best Buy, try calling them anyway and get somebody on the phone and just put your name down. Yeah, I don't know. People are actually stupid, dude. 3090 nade shot bottleneck. You have to understand also that the majority of people that watch nade shot on Twitch are going to be like 10, 11, 12 years old. So they like if one person says bottleneck, the kids at that age are very impressionable, so they're gonna be like, oh yeah, it must be a bottleneck, and then they try and, you know what I mean, dog pile on. Let's see here. Okay, so it says 480 watt now. Nice. Okay. Let's see here. Sensors. Sensor. PCI slot. Power pin 1. Power pin 2. It seems to be okay. I'm gonna leave this up. Let's do, how do we test this? Let's test something out here. Do I have heaven? Yeah, I do. This will be the easiest to show you guys. Wait. Let me get Precision XC open here. Oh, also, I also forgot to mention that for this stream and the data we're collecting, I got a thermocouple attached to the rear RAM slots of the 3090. So when we're doing the bandwidth scaling test, I'm gonna read the temperatures out. So right now, the rear RAM chips are idling at 48 and 50. Let me show you where I actually put the thermocouples here. EVGA for the Win 3, because I'm gonna be doubling this over as a YouTube video later. For the Win 3, pick images. Oh my god, 3090. Is there a rear pick anywhere? Okay, Bing, you're dog shit. 3090 for the Win 3. There's gotta be a rear pick somewhere. Here we go. Okay, so there is a heat pipe that connects right here and right here. And then there's RAM slots or RAM chips up here and one down here, right? So I have one thermocouple on top here. So one that is away from the heat pipes, and then I have one over here that's attached to the heat pipe. So A, I want to see what the temperatures go up to. B, I want to see if the heat pipe does anything, right? So that's where my two thermocouples are, and they are underneath the thermal pads on the... They're underneath them on the chip themselves, so it's direct temperature right from the top of the chip. So, now that that's out of the way, I can clip that later for YouTube. Let's crank the fan speed up here. Fan speed! So flashing the BIOS didn't actually ruin my fan control. That's surprising. Oh yeah, it did. Yes, it did. I know. I want to get the fans at 100. 123, so that's pretty sweet. So that went up. Well, you can't really go by the percentage because the other one was 107%, but it had a higher base power target. These fans are wonky as shit. Maybe Afterburner can control them. This is not gonna work if I can't control these two fan speeds. Where's Afterburner? Let's try cranking this to 100. Oh, we might be lucky. It works. Okay. So you have to use Afterburner to control these two, and then you have to use Precision to control the third one. Oh, what the fuck? This is such a shit show. This is why shunt modding is actually a better option than... Shunt modding is actually a better option than BIOS flashing because you have to deal with any of this nonsense. When you shunt mod, you have all your BIOS functionality out of the box, but you just get a higher power target. Like, this is a shit show already. Let's see here. So the ICX is showing 43, 45. This is exactly the same as what I have on my thermocouple right now. Yeah, it's exactly the same. The one on the right is 42, and the one on the top is 44. It's literally the exact same. So I wonder if these are actually sensing the front or the rear, but they're the exact same as the ones I have in my thermocouples right now. Interesting. Okay. Let's load Heaven Benchmark. I'm gonna close this. Actually, I'm gonna close Afterburner and show you guys this instead. Let's do this. Let's see if it goes to 480 watts here. You also got to be careful with flashing because... Oh, I'm gonna mute Heaven. I don't want this. Heaven, mute. Thank you. Yeah, you got to be careful with BIOS flashing because it might not necessarily use the VRM in the same way either. What do we got here? Board power draw. Why is it so low? Oh, here we go. 300. I guess Heaven doesn't stress it enough. Let's crank this shit. Voltage, move it up. Let's try 50. 115%. Yeah, Heaven Benchmark does not stress this enough at all. Nah, that's a waste. Okay. We'll go to like, quit. Oh my god. Let's go to, like Doom Eternal or something. Quit. Quit. Or we could do, Shadow of the Tomb Raider. That's a good one. Let's do this. Let me turn on DSR actually so I can actually just force 4K. G-Sync off. FPS cap off. Okay. And DSR, we'll do 4 times for 4K. Yes, please. And okay, apply. Superposition would work, yeah, but then I also... Superposition would take over the entire screen and I can't show you guys the power draw at the same time. That's kind of the... I want something that can go into windowed mode, but also draw that much power, right? Let's crank the resolution. Super resolution, 4K. Apply. Oh man, does that look tiny as shit on your screen? Oh, what is this? No, that's not gonna work. Hang on. I want you guys to see what I see. Oh my god, that's cancer. This is why you can't use DSR. It doesn't work. I wish there was an easier way to swap I have a 4K monitor up top that I can use, but yeah. Alright, that's unfortunate. Let's just try Tomb Raider and cranking the settings, see how much power it draws. Shadow. Because I know Shadow of the Tomb Raider can go in windowed mode. Shadow of the Tomb Raider. Why do I have to input my age for my own game? My god. Okay. Temps are still all the same. 100% fan speed. Tomb Raider, let's go. Oh, play. We're trying to load this up as much as possible. First, I want to see if it actually can do 480 watts. If it can, then that's a free performance bump. Also going to check the VRM temperature sensors to make sure that they're being loaded equally, right? Sup, Nismo? Okay, I'm gonna mute Tomb Raider as well here. Options. Exclusive full screen. No. Furmark would be good. I don't like Furmark, man. That's yeah, it's Furmark is a different beast. I've seen way too many stories of that shit blowing up cards to try and use that shit on my stuff. Okay. 1080p highest. Let's see how much power this is drawing here. Why is it drawing nothing? Full screen off. It can't draw enough power. We have to go 4K. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna swap monitors here. We have to go 4K. I just flashed the Strix 480 watt BIOS. Hang on, multiple displays. I'm gonna clone the 4K one. That's too bad. DSR doesn't work. That's why I have to have a 4K monitor. Clone with 1. Hang on. Extend. Extend, and then I want to clone with number 3. Clone source number 1. Yes, apply. So you guys should pop up 4K monitor now on your guys' screen. Oh, mother of Billy. Why is it doing that? Display. I almost need 2 capture cards. You can't pass it through, but you can... It'll still just capture, let me see here, 1080p. Yeah, no kidding, epilepsy. Okay, so at least we're on the 4K monitor now, but it's at 1080p. Let's try to go back to 4K. Why is it doing that? That's a good idea. Okay, I'm gonna do that. I'll deactivate and reactivate. That's a really good idea. Hang on. Okay. Okay. Let me try this. Capture. Oh, I see. Okay, let's do this, and then we'll do 4K. This is such a shit show. Okay, capture 4K. Press OK. Nope, still doesn't work. All right, well, maybe this is unfortunate. I think I have to restart the computer to actually make it capture 4K. That's unfortunate. Let's just go back. All right, capture 1080p. That's stupid. Ah, this sucks, man. I want to get testing. I don't want to be troubleshooting shit on stream. Okay. Let's quit game. Yes. Let's try DSR, but I'm going to try DSR in the game itself. So it should still expand to the full screen, right? Clone with extend. Now we're going to do number 2, clone with the 4K capture card. Apply. Such a shit show. Oh my god. Okay, so you guys see what I see? Good. Good. Wait, I got a button for this. Good. Yeah, I did. I literally said in the video I'm gonna be going live at 1 p.m. Pacific time. Okay. There, I said it. Live right now. So check this out. Haha. Live right now. Okay, I gotta change my 4K screen back to 4K. 1 second. 4K. Okay, DSR is still on, so let's try and go into the game itself. My god, I can't move this up. Sorry about this, guys. Okay. Okay, we're back in action. Let's try Shadow of the Tomb Raider one more time. Oh my god, dude. And then we'll try DSR when it's already in full screen so we can load it up. Good. I never played it. It's just like the benchmarking. It's like the benchmarking king. Okay. Let's see if we can do windowed mode. No, you can't. Okay. Alright. Fuck this game. Even with DSR. Forget it. Quit. Let's do Doom Eternal. That should pull all the power we need. It is a good benchmark though. It does load up the GPUs really hard. I'm surprised that I can't find a stupid game that can go into windowed mode, but I don't want to use Furmark. It's like the only thing I don't want to use. It's an issue with the Elgato firmware. But if I start at 4K, I can capture it just fine. Oh, God. Oh my god, dude. This is actually a cracked version. No, I'm using a separate computer to capture the footage. So anything we do here doesn't, like, all benchmarks and any numbers that we get is completely, like, not affected at all. To PC, exactly. It's the only way to go, man. You need that shit. When I'm streaming. Damn it, this used to work before. No. Okay, this is not gonna work. Oh, what else can we try here? Control. Control always works. Yeah, no, it's because, yeah, it's a shitty crack. I like, the problem is, I can't buy every single game. It's not that hard, dude. It's literally this works. Okay. Even if it doesn't work, I'll just move the window up to my 4K screen. You guys won't be able to see the footage, but you can still see the numbers, though. I just use FitGirl repacks, dude. I literally get everything off there. I download the game in like 2 seconds. It works fantastic. Every game under the rainbow, it works just fine. Okay. Display. Render resolution, 4K. Okay, this'll work. Let's turn RT off. And let's turn DLSS off. So we just want to see rasterization performance here. COD 4K would work. It has the resolution slider. Yeah. That game crashed too much with Afterburner open, though. That's the problem. So you guys can see what I can see here. No, not voice-o-meter. Where's my precision? It's over here. Precision. Where's my GPU Z? Can I make this window smaller at all? Can I move it over? Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Okay, we are looking for 480 watts. I see nothing. 300 watts. Why? Render resolution 4K. Is it not reading the power correctly? Oh! I can't tell if it's reading the power correctly or not. Maybe that's why. This should work. Okay, I'm gonna move this window up. I'm gonna go full screen 4K. Full screen 4K on. Power draw 300 watts. It must not be reading it properly, which could be a good thing. But then why isn't it boosting higher? See, already we're running into really finicky issues here with this other BIOS. See, okay. So GPU Z says perf cap reason power. So it is hitting the power limit. It just doesn't read it properly. GPU temperature going up. So no, dude, 2PC setup. He's asking it's not that hard. No, so all I did for my audio, dude, is you go into NVIDIA control panel and then you set audio out to the HDMI cable. Then you download here, let me show you this. Then you download Voiceometer, this app, and you have the audio outputting to the headphones and the HDMI port, these two outputs. So your second PC gets all the audio that you do, and that you don't have to buy no Go XLRs or splitters or none of that bullshit. You just download this app and it's all done for you. But, so, check this out. 4K control, perf cap reason is power. So it is hitting a power limit, even though it can't detect it. But no, it screen mirror. So like if you go into NVIDIA control panel and then you hit screen mirroring and you mirror your screen and it outputs to a capture card, it only renders the game once and it mirrors it to two outputs. It actually draws no more power whatsoever. It's perfect. This is the best way to do it. This is how you get benchmark footage, by mirroring the yeah. Sorry, I just woke up. So anyway, this is not working, but we can check the FPS. It seems pretty damn choppy. You know what's interesting though? If you look at the GPU power draw, the PCI Express slot is drawing 75 watts. This looks oh dude, Saturday's my sleep-in day. Like I have like a day job Monday to Friday, plus content, plus stream, plus all this other shit. I don't sleep during the week at all, so I try and get like 12 hours sleep if I can on weekends. That's all. Look how black my eyes are, dude. It's insane. Like but at least I got 12 hours sleep, so I'll feel better in a few hours, right? Once I actually wake up. But anyway, if you guys remember my 3080 shunt mod journey or fucking debacle, do you remember how even though I shunted the first two, I just got a brilliant idea. Dude, do you remember on my 3080 that when I shunted all the shunts except the PCI Express one, it was hitting the mystery sensor, which ended up being the PCI Express power slot? This is exactly the same thing of what I'm seeing in the other. I'll be affiliate after this stream, I believe. You have to stream. You have to stream. No, you have to stream on 7 separate days, and I have like 6. So you can't actually get affiliated until like after this one or after the Tuesday one. I should have it. But and then you guys give me your Amazon Prime subscription, and then I can give you an orange badge in Discord. That's the best way to do it. It doesn't cost you anything, and you give me $5, right? That's literally the only reason why I'm even on Twitch at all. Just to get free Prime subscriptions. Like, you know what I mean? And it actually ends up being pretty fun too now that I've actually tested it. But yeah, I remember it used to be much easier to be partnered before. Well, the roadblocks make sense though. People shouldn't be partnered unless they bring something to the table, right? But anyway, as I was saying, I have a theory for this. Yeah, oh yeah, you get a percentage of it. I think it might be like $2.80 or something. I'll find out once I actually get it, but it still doesn't cost you anything to help me out. So that's like Twitch is literally the best platform for sub donations because of the whole Prime thing. That was a fantastic addition. Better than nothing, exactly. What I was gonna say. So this is drawing. We don't know how many watts this is drawing. I can't really tell how many watts, but if you look at the PCI Express power slot, it's drawing the PCI Express maximum of 75. Which means that the Ampere card, because we already know from my previous testing, is power limiting the rest of the card. I bet you, if I go and use the glue shunt mod trick now on just the PCI Express shunt, it'll unlock power to the entire, Dude, I bet it would work. Now, dude. Oh man, I gotta try. Okay, after we're done here and we're done all this, I'm gonna go try that out. I guarantee it'll work, dude. Okay, so the theory is if you use the 3090 Strix BIOS on a For the Win 3, shunt the PCI Express shunt with a resistor, this could probably go to like 600 or 700 watts. Did you see my 3080 like shunting adventures? Remember how I shunted the 2, the 4, the 5, the 8? I shunted all the shunt resistors except the PCI Express one. And even though the power draw was showing like 200 watts, it was still saying power limited. It's doing the exact same thing right now. So if you look at GPU Z, all of the power draws are not hitting the limit except the PCI Express one. It's hitting 75 watts. So if you shunt just that one, it should unlock all the other ones to go further. I'm a fucking genius. Dude, I'm a genius. Okay, wait, we're gonna have to test to see if it works, but I still have control running up here though on the 4K monitor. But let's check. No, you see how... Look at the voltage regulation on the ICX sensors. It's drawing way less power from the bottom VRMs than it is the top ones. So right there, you can see right away that this BIOS is not perfect for this card. Yeah, but I do that on my 3080. If you shunt the PCI Express slot with the resistor, it should draw, I think it goes up to 130 watts from the slot, which is perfectly safe. That's like, I've been doing that shit the whole time. The proper way to do it if you don't want to go that route is you can unsolder the PCI Express shunt, and then you can route the power draw to that, where the shunt was from the rails. You can do it that way, and then that way it won't draw any power at all from your PCI Express slot, which is fine. But then you have to actually desolder and resolder shit. No, it still works. Like the I can just flick the BIOS switch back to the 3090 one. We can still do the memory clock scaling. I'm gonna do that anyway, but I just wanted to see what this was happening. Like, this is really interesting. So we'll put a pause on the Strix BIOS for now. Let me check the rear memory temperatures here. Control is still going. Rear memory temperatures is 58 and 63. So yeah, I guess these ICX sensors are actually reading the same as the rear GPU, as the rear memory. It's not the PCI Express connector, like you know how there's there's like there's the little chunk at the front and then a gap and then a large chunk at the back. The chunk at the front is just power delivery, so that doesn't change between generations, right? That doesn't matter. Yeah, this card is doing really well with the memory temperatures right now. Let's actually but it also might be drawing less power. I'm gonna turn the computer off, switch the BIOS switch. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna flash it back. Actually, no, I'll switch the BIOS switch. Hang on. Quit. Let me quit control. And then we'll go back to the For the Win BIOS just so we can get some proper readings here. Let me switch this. Switch. Okay. Gonna do a quick reboot. Sup, Boosted Silverado? If you want to support me directly, Bullet, the best way is actually framechasers.org. So when I was okay, it's just restarting here. Now it has to reinstall the driver again. Because I was using the Strix BIOS. I had to use ICX3 to control the one fan, and then I had to use Afterburner to control the other two fans. That was the Strix BIOS, though. It's bound to have some issues, right? Alright, I have to reinstall the driver here quickly. Yeah, I was gonna say, so when I was looking into, like, the whole Patreon thing, and, like, perks and support and... Yeah, because you know what? Some of these cards have a separate fan connector for the third one. I think it's so stupid how they have that, but... do I have to reinstall the driver? Can I just find it by itself? Device manager. Reinstall the drivers for this device. Yes, please. There we go. What I was gonna say, so the whole Patreon thing, and then I was looking at like how the fees would cost for Patreon. I'm like, why am I gonna sign up for Patreon and they take like 30% of my money from donations just to host a website for me? So then I go into web hosting. It costs me like $30 for the entire year to host my own website. Yeah, and then I just put a PayPal button there. Why do people use Patreon? I don't understand. I guess maybe it looks more professional. Like, you're not just like, you feel as if you're, yeah, like, I don't get, maybe, yeah, but I have like 4 supporters already from my website, right? Let me see here. Let's reopen this quickly. Voice-o-meter. The reason I bought this microphone, though, is so I could have my voice transferred to the other computer while my computer's restarting. That's why I have 2 microphones, right? That was the last piece of the puzzle that you have to do if you want to use Voice-o-meter. Where's my Chrome? Okay, you guys should hear the music again. I don't even hear the music. Oh, there we go. Yeah, we're good. Okay. Okay. Let's go back into GPU-Z. Now we're gonna do some memory core scaling. Now that we can actually read the proper power draw here. EVGA precision. I gotta put all my fans to 100%. I think that's what it is. Like, people do trust Patreon. Like I guess if you have a Patreon, it has to be some psychological thing. Like, oh, I'm supporting the creator with a Patreon. Like, I feel like I'm a Patreon. It's a good word. Patreon itself is a really good word. I think that's what it is. Whereas if you go to like some dude's website with a PayPal button, it's like, that's why I tried to put support all over my website. It does. Mine does. Whenever somebody supports me through the website, I actually have to go into my PayPal and then I have to check that I accept this payment and that it's trustworthy, and then I've already like talked to the person and said that it's okay to accept the payment. It's very strange, but it's a few clicks, it's not a big deal. But at least Patreon's not getting like 40% of my money, right? So when you donate to me on the website, it goes right to me, all of it. Like, PayPal takes like 2% or something, 1%. That's the best way to do it. But the free way to do it will be Twitch when I get affiliated, right? But let's do this. 100% fan speed, please. So I got all my controls back. We got... Let's open up Afterburner here. Now let's do memory scaling. So this is fine, this is fine. Okay, I'm gonna leave these two windows up here and Afterburner actually for all you guys to see. Okay, let's go with what draws the most VRAM, you think? Tomb Raider at 8K maybe? Control at 8K? No, let's do yeah, what would draw the most VRAM? We want to stress the VRAM as much as possible. Let's go, is DSR still on? Yeah, okay, I'll do Tomb Raider. I'll move Tomb Raider up to the top window. You guys won't be able to see it, but I at least can set it to 8K up there. But at least we have proper readings again. So we're back to 450 watts. Let's see here. I did just flash it and I switched it back. Chammy is asking if I have already flashed the Strix BIOS. Yeah, I just did. And oh man, you just missed the best part of the stream. Shit. Oh, I had some epiphany discoveries there. Let me see if this works first, and then I'll explain to you in a sec. You think Warzone would use a lot of VRAM? Can we check how much VRAM it's using? Yeah. That's system memory. Where's memory used? Oh yeah, 3 gigs. That's nothing. That's not good. I'm gonna move this up here. Display. I'm gonna go full screen 4K. No, I'll go 8K. Okay, full screen 8K. Apply. You guys can't see it, but I set it up there. Yes. Okay, memory used 11 gigabytes. What's the FPS? I'm getting 32. Hey man, 32 FPS and 8K. All right, I'll hand it to NVIDIA. Performance. So it's hitting the power cap again. PCI Express slot power, but at least we're drawing 400. We're drawing 450, 420. Okay. So you guys can see from all the sensors here and the ICX what's happening, and we're memory use 11 gigs. So Oh, I got an idea here. I'm gonna bring the ICX sensors up. So I want to stress the memory as much as possible here. Okay, Chammy, let me explain what we just did here. The BIOS worked. It disconnected one display port for me, just the middle one. And it was showing power, like it was showing perf cap reason power, like it was saying power limit, but yeah, just the middle slot doesn't work. And it was showing that the power draw was like 300 watts, and all of the two 8-pin plugs was showing less power draw than the PCI Express slot. So my theory is, if you flash the Strix BIOS on the Furtherwind 3090 and then you just shunt the PCI Express slot shunt, it should increase the power limit for the entire card. And it was also, everything else worked fine though, otherwise, I think. But I couldn't tell if it was drawing 480 watts or not. Okay. No, 1 gigabyte per module. There's 12 modules on the front and 12 modules on the back. That's why there's rear memory modules. I don't think GDDR6X has 2 gig modules yet. They had to do it. NVIDIA had to do it in such a way where the memory traces on both sides were equal length to the memory controller. That's why they're in the exact same spot on both sides, right? That's how they got around the 1 gig limitation. It could be. But for the testing purposes, I couldn't actually tell what the power draw was. It was saying like 300 watts. Yeah, you only have to shunt what it's like a bottleneck loop, right? So if your PCI Express is capped out at 75 watts, shunt that one first, right? It alleviates all the other ones. So anyway, we have memory use 5, so it went back to 4K. We're gonna go back to 8K here. 8K. You know what? We can try Warzone at 8K. No, but then it'll crash with Afterburner. Okay. 8K Tomb Raider. Keep settings. Yes. So we're at 8K right now. Memory usage 11.11 gigs. Let's see what the temperature goes up to here. I have 2 thermocouples right now on the rear memory slots as well. So I get to compare to see what the ICX temperatures are with physical thermocouples, right? Yeah, okay, so same thing. Yeah, I'll have, if you don't want to watch the entire VOD, then I'll do a recap. This one's actually pretty interesting, so I'll do a recap for this one as well. But let's see here. So rear memory temperature on my thermocouple, 58C and 62C. So it's the same as what the ICX sensor is showing. Okay, now I want to test. Right now I'm getting 32 FPS. So what I want to test is if we reduce the memory clock, will it increase power budget for the core? And at what point will I start losing FPS? Although I think that this will have more of an impact because we're using 8K. So the more resolution, more bandwidth you need, right? But let's see. So let's 61 or 31 FPS right now. We are at 31, 32, hovering 31, 32. Let's reduce the memory by 1,000. Let's go minus 1,000. That seems like a lot, but oh, minus 1,000 is the max. Well, that kind of defeats the purpose a little bit. Okay, apply. Let's go back. That kind of sucks. You should be able to downclock that shit as much as you want. Apply changes. So let's go back to 8K. Yeah, I'm still at 31 FPS. That made no difference at all. Is the GPU boosting higher now? We literally lost nothing by doing that. EVGA software for what? Everything's working right now. You mean to scale memory down further, you mean? Is it boosting higher now? I wasn't paying attention. Oh, it applied. I can tell the memory clock applied. You can verify by going to Afterburner. If it says it in Afterburner too, then you know it applied. Yeah, it applied fine. Can I go minus another 1,000 on Afterburner? No, Afterburner does 500. Oh, that's garbage. So you're gonna want to use Precision X1 then. Okay, you know what? Okay, hey. This is what we'll do here. And memory. Okay, I got an idea. We're gonna start from minus 1,000 and increase it. And then we'll record the findings here. Let me get Notepad out. Actually, I'll do it. Okay, 8K. I don't really watch that guy's videos. I don't know, man. Strange human indeed. We're at 31 FPS, 8K. And it's boosting to 1890, 1905 on its own. Yeah. Memory temps are way cooler. Look at that. Way cooler. Holy shit. So if you're running a 3090, you might as well just downclock it all the way. There's too much bandwidth, like this. It's not bandwidth limited at all, even at 8K. Thermocouple, 52 degrees, 57 degrees, yeah. So by going minus 1,000, we dropped 7 degrees on the memory, 6 degrees. Yeah, 7 degrees we dropped on the memory here, 6 degrees. That's quite good. That's quite good. We can do a benchmark, but then it'll just take longer. That's why using just regular menus is the best, right? You can just see a direct FPS difference of what your results are, right? But oh yeah, I can do that. Yeah. I'll do that for the recap. I'll do a few of those. Let's go. So it's boosting to 1890. We'll say in the notepad 1890 is what it's boosting to. Minus 1,000. Memory temperature of 61. It's funny how my edge temp is higher than my center temp. Okay. Notepad. So we did minus 1,000. It was boosting to 1890. And we had a memory temperature of 58, we'll say. 58C on the memory temperature. File save as. 3090 memory scaling. Okay, now let's bump it up to stock. Apply. Okay, let's go back. Okay, turn it back to 8K, apply. Save changes, yes. So now we're at 32 FPS. So we got 1 FPS at 4K. This might be worth testing at 1080p as well. Even though it's not really a bandwidth resolution. 1890 boost out of the box for the Strix OC. Isn't that what this? That's what this is boosting to in 8K. You also can't. You gotta be careful with what reviewers say about the boost algorithms, and like, so when somebody says that the Strix OC is boosting to 1890 out of the box, at what resolution, what power draw, what settings, what benchmark? If you run a Time Spy Extreme, that might drop to 1700, right? That's the Ampere is finicky as shit that way, right? Yeah, you can't go with that. That's the Asus web. Like who knows what they mean on Asus web. Okay, but notice how we're boosting lower now. We lost 30 megahertz on the core. 20 to 30. Oh, it went back up. It's boosting 1 bin lower, 1 to 2 bins lower. Because of the extra power draw, the memory modules now. Look at that. Look at that. Memory temps went up. Let's let it bake a little bit longer. Let it heat up. So it is actually worth to run minus 1000. Well, no, but we're still getting 1 more FPS in 8K, so it's worth it to drop the core. We'll have to test again in 1080p. Okay, so for stock, we have 1845, we'll say. It's way more bouncy now, too. 1860? 1845? We can say 1860. It's kind of like more average on 1860, I feel. Okay, we'll go 1860. Okay. So we did a memory temperature of 63. So 0 offset. We'll do +0. We were at 1860 megahertz. Actually, I'm going to do FPS as well. 31 FPS. And then we were at 63 memory temperature. 32 FPS. 8K. 8K. We'll do 1080p after this in Warzone and see what happens. And then now let's just go plus 1000 and see what happens. This card is doing really well with memory temperature. Even the rear ones are doing really well. My numbers aren't any higher than the ones that are actually showing up in ICX. The Further Wind 3 is doing a fantastic job on the rear memory temperatures, which gives me hope that when a water block comes out, we won't need supplemental cooling on the back. I was gonna like drill holes and shit in there and like put a fan on the back of it, but it seems perfectly fine. So let's go plus 1000. Let's go back into Tomb Raider. I'm really impressed with the Further Wind 3 though. So if the Strix one comes out and it's 480 watts and this one falls behind a bit, all they have to do is just like flash the 500 and something watt Kingpin on this one, and this one will take the lead again, right? So we're at 8K, 32 FPS. So we gained no FPS at all. Let's let it bake for a bit. Oh, we got 33 FPS. It dipped up a little bit. Average is still 32. Interesting. So, I guess 8K is a little memory bottleneck, maybe? Not really. 1 FPS. You could probably get like 40 FPS in 8K if you shunt modded this thing, though. I guarantee it. If you drew like 700 watts with this bitch. My rear memory temperatures are exactly the same as what it shows on the ICX. Nice. Yeah. Look at those memory temps though, it's doing really well. Although look at the power delivery now temperatures. It's really weird how the top one is 5 degrees lower than the middle two. Why is the middle one? Yeah, man. Thanks for coming. How long have I been streaming for? Hour and 15. Another 45 minutes and we'll call it. Oh, dude. I love Burger King. Do you guys have Whopper Wednesday over there? Over here we have Whopper Wednesday, so it's like $1.50 for a... Yeah, the Kingpin will be flashable. Do you guys have Whoppers over there at least? Ugh. Check out my shirt. So memory temperatures seem to be the same, and we actually didn't lose much of a boost bin. Oh, we did. We lost another 1 boost bin. It's going down to 1850 now. 1815, 1845. 1800. So it seems about 1 or 2 boost bins per 1000 megahertz on the memory. But we are getting a higher FPS though. So this is 8K. We'll do 1080p and then we'll probably call the stream. That's about enough. We had trouble for a while. Trouble with Whoppers? Yeah, the Kingpin will be flashable as the For the Win. They use the Kingpin is always uses the For the Win 3 PCB as the reference, and then they upgrade from there. Oh, triple Whopper. Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. Heart attack on a platter. 100%. Oh, I think it just crashed. It did crash. It crashed at stock. So I guess 1000 is stable. That's fine. Let's go to 1080p Warzone now and test this out. Because 1080p shouldn't be as stressful on the memory. So if you go minus 1000, maybe you can get more FPS out of it. Let's do this. Warzone. Oh, what was this here? We were doing plus 1000. Shit. It was 1830 on average. Memory temps did not change. 33 FPS. 8K. I gotta turn off the Warzone music here. Oh, okay. We can actually... Let's actually go into a game for this one and not use the menu. Hang on, let's do this. Full screen borderless, that's fine. I don't want it to crash. We'll do 10... Oh my god. 1080p. And then we will use... This is my competitive settings. Apply. Afterburner. I'm closing Afterburner. Actually... God, Afterburner is such cancer with Warzone. But I want the overlay as well. That's the problem. I want you guys to be able to see the power draw on the memory clock. That's okay. We'll just restart it again. Okay. I'm not going to make any more changes now. No, I have tried them and I toggled it, but I didn't notice a difference. I have no idea what those settings do. Like, is it like, yeah, I have no idea. Actually, it would be good to enable and disable and see if there's an FPS difference. I gotta install these damn shaders. Let's just do this quickly. Okay. okay, I'll download it and I'll send you some benchmarks later, man. No problem. Why don't you rejoin the Discord, Coffee? Oh, by the way, anyone in the Twitch chat right now that is not in the Discord, the link I have on the left here is live right now. So get in there if you want it. And then after the stream is over, I'll probably disable that link. So let's go into a game here. Memory clock is 87. We are at 1080p. Let's record how many FPS we get. I bet it is worth it to reduce the memory clock. But if it's only like 2 boost pins, it might not be worth it. Didn't I mute Warzone? Why is the audio on? What the hell? Okay, we're drawing 200 watts. Yeah, this doesn't draw anything. Why am I getting 150 FPS? Maybe there is a bug. Maybe nade shot fucking VSync is off. Frame rate limit 300. $1080p. The Discord link isn't working? I'll send you another one in a sec. One sec. Look at that. I'm getting 150 FPS. Just like you said. Yeah, I was just gonna try full screen, but borderless shouldn't be limiting it like that much. That's strange. If I go full screen, it'll crash the game though, but full screen. And crash. And crash. Do I have frame limiter on? No, it can't be. Oh, maybe it is the low latency mode. Yeah, good theory. Okay, let's see if it was full screen first. Low latency mode would kind of be wonky with the FPS, wouldn't it? Or it's a driver bug. Because I was literally on Warzone the other day and I was getting like 400 FPS. Well, it has 300. I would rather take higher FPS than lower latency. This is interesting. Now we're doing a Warzone 3090. Okay, yeah, that was it. It was full screen. So I guess nade shot was playing in windowed mode. Nice, Coffee. Yeah, drawing 330 watts. Well, Warzone's a trash engine. We already know that though. I wish I could change on the fly without So we're in the airplane, we're about 295, 296 FPS in the airplane. Remember that for the next one. I'll write it down in Notepad actually. 295, 296. This is full screen exclusive right now. It's at 300 right now. No, this game has a cap of 300. Yeah. You can't see the FPS number in the top left. It's at 300. Let's see here. Let's go somewhere and look at something specific. Mountaintops here. Go to the edge of the roof. Mountain peak right here. Okay, so we're at 300 FPS, 295-ish. My god, stop shooting me. 295-ish, looking at the mountain from this rooftop. with minus 1000. And we're boosting to 1935 megahertz. But it's not even hitting the power limit. Hang on. Oh my god, dude. Now let's go. I think this one. I can't remember. I think this. So we can voltage lock it. No. Okay, let's voltage lock it. Hang on. So let's go 80, 100, 120. Let's move this up to 2100. Move this one up to 2070, 80. Check. That's too much. 2115. I think this one does 2115. 2085. Okay. Let's move the memory back to 0. Okay. But now it'll peg it at 300 FPS anyway. Oh, oops, I just fucked that up. Play. So I moved it to 0. I moved it to 0. It's at 0 now. This is the default 3090 memory clock. Because I can't go 1000 in Afterburner. Oh, because I want to see if putting the memory down to minus 1000 increases power budget for the core speed, right? Wait, is it in full screen? It's not. Oh my god, dude. This is actually AIDS. Okay, now we go to apply, crash. Get back into the game. What is it about Afterburner that makes this game crash? So dumb. It is. No, when you crash out of the game, it puts it back into borderless or windowed mode. So that it takes 2 game reboots. Really? Dude, my wife's computer, my computer, every computer it's because I'm using the overlays though. If you turn the overlays off, I think it's okay. It's the overlay that does it. Oh. Then I don't know, man. You gotta teach me what you're doing. This is ridiculous. Every computer, fresh Windows format. I've tried everything to get it to not crash. Okay, we're back to regular memory. It should be voltage locked at 1.1 volt now, as long as it doesn't hit the power limit. No, it happened on my 2080 Ti too. Anything. It happened on everything. It's not voltage locking. That's high enough though. Nah, it crashed. Dumb. So can't go that high. Let's try 100. And then we'll try 1.1 volt. We'll try 2100. Like this. Okay, let's try this. Yes. That's I think if I apply Precision X1 now, it might erase my Afterburner voltage lock. That's yeah, see, it moved it. I can't, so I have to go minus 500 on this one. You can't apply one app settings and it'll override the other one, right? That's the problem. Let's go back in here. I did minus 500 on the memory. Minus plus 17. And then we did plus 100 and a voltage lock at 1.1. No, I don't want to change my settings. It might even be worth it just to turn off Afterburner. Jesus. What a shit show. Please don't be in windowed mode. Can I get some pats on the head? Why did you have ghosting in the first place? What do you mean? It doesn't do shit. It lets the GPU boost to a higher voltage if available to it. But Precision Boost 3.0 does that anyway, so it doesn't do anything. Practice. That's weird, dude. Ghosting is usually a problem of overdrive settings, not color settings. Like if you have an overdrive set too high for too low of a refresh rate, then it will ghost a lot. Unless you're talking about something else, yeah. See, why isn't it voltage locking at 1.1 volts right now? That's interesting. It must be because it's hitting the 300 FPS cap. Yeah, that's it. It's already hitting the frame cap, so it doesn't need any more voltage. Okay, let's do this. So we're at minus 500. But we're already hitting the frame cap anyway. I need to like increase it to like 1440p or something. Yeah, it's at 300 anyway. It's way more bouncy now, though. Yeah, I could do... I don't want to do 4K, though. Because we just did 8K for the testing. I want to see if the memory bandwidth makes a difference at lower resolutions, right? Yeah, the 3090 is a beast, dude. Look at this thing. It's a monster. Okay, let's go. Hang on a second. Anyone that says that the 3090 doesn't scale at 1080p is an idiot. It does. So I get that clock speed high enough. Okay. This is what I use for my benchmark, actually, right here. You go to the edge of this little thing, and you point your cursor at this little circle, and this has a really high load on a GPU for some reason. I found this like one random ass spot. No. It's stuttering for you? Is it stuttering for everybody? No, it shouldn't be stuttering. Okay, hang on a second. Okay, 1 second. Okay, it should be good now. Let me know now. Okay, so anyway, hang on. 1 second. Let me point my mouse here. We are at 2025 megahertz. 266 FPS. 265 FPS. Okay, we'll go 264 FPS 2025. Okay. Yeah, it's that one spot. That one spot loads the GPU a lot. So minus 500. We were boosting to 2025. I wasn't even watching the memory temps, whatever. If 8K doesn't stress them, then it doesn't stress them at all. And then we were getting 264 FPS, 1080p. Okay, let's go plus 1,000 for shits. Wait, I want this one. Oh shit, what have I done? Actually, you know what? I'm gonna close Afterburner. No, I need it open. Plus 1,000. Oh, nope, too much. Plus 1,000, and what was this at? 100. Yeah, that's what it was at. Okay, move this up, 2100, and moves this up to 2080. Okay, that's what we were at. Let's save this profile here. What have I done? Why didn't it save? Fuck. God damn. 0, check, plus 100, check, save, move this up. Afterburner is such a shit show. Check, save. Okay, back into the game. Now we are at plus 1,000 on the RAM. Let's see, and we were at 264-ish FPS. So let's see if memory scaling does anything here. Is it still stuttering after I made that change? Granted, I did not run OBS in administrator mode. I did forget to do that. Okay. Okay. It should be fine now. I was dual streaming, but I closed the Facebook stream. So the bitrate should be much better now. Okay, so now it voltage locked. Oh my god, dude. Okay. Afterburner, dude. Afterburner. Afterburner. Okay. Okay. We're just gonna go plus 100 and leave it. I don't know, that's what I mean. I literally did nothing different. I'm not gonna voltage lock it, I'm just gonna leave it at plus 100 so it's the same for every test. Because that's renders the data invalid.
You got a tight little man pussy on you, don't you?
Did you guys see the Bugs Bunny? So good, dude. Okay, we're still in the right settings. Or it was the plus 1,000 memory that made it crash. We'll find out right now. But yeah, now it's voltage locking. COD problems. The 3090 is a fucking beast though, dude. If you can get your hands on one, you have an esports advantage. Like, I don't know why Nadeshot was getting 150 FPS and just like accepting his fate. Like, holy shit, dude, you can get 300 out of this thing. This does seem faster. So even at 1080p, the memory speed overclock is still worth it. Hang on, let's find out. Interesting, I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting an underclock on the memory to be much better. Oh, dude, that's another 6-7 FPS. And oh, 5 FPS. We have to do a 1080p benchmark of some sort. Memory bandwidth makes the difference in 1080p? Well, now it's the same. No, it's still higher. It's still higher on average. Huh, interesting. What's a 1080p benchmark that we could do? Yeah, I know what you're saying. 1080p benchmark. Shadow of the Tomb Raider is a pretty quick one. Let's try that. Let's try, weird. It's 270. I mean, that's not much of an FPS difference, but it's still there. It's still there. Let's, we need a 1080p benchmark. Horizon? That's a long benchmark, though, if you want to... Yeah, but we're not changing the latency. I mean, I guess if you increase the bandwidth, the latency does get reduced if the timings are the same. Oh, we could do Horizon. 1080p Horizon? Sure. Control doesn't have a I want like a built-in canned benchmark. Could do Wolfenstein. Let's do Horizon. Let's do Horizon 1080p. Let's do -500 first. Are the fans still at 100%? Yes, okay. Oh no, we can't do Horizon. It has to install the shaders. That's gonna take forever. No, never mind. Can't do Horizon. Oh my god, dude. Every time you swap graphics cards, you have to reinstall the shaders in Horizon. That's the problem. Let's do Tomb Raider. What other games do I have here? Wolfenstein it? Wolfenstein has like a really high FPS. Actually, yeah, Wolfenstein's a good idea. That should be a better example of just like sheer FPS bandwidth scaling. Because that shit can go to like 1,000 FPS. I gotta take a piss. Let's see here. No, I don't want Bethesda helper. I'm not sure if the Afterburner overlay latches onto it though. It's a Vulkan title. Oh, it does. Okay, I gotta move the screen down. One sec. It's on 4K mode right now. I was using it for benchies earlier. Can I skip the intro here? Come on. Oh my god, come on! I gotta mute this shit too, hang on. Volume mixer, Wolfenstein, down. I actually bought Wolfenstein 2 and it was such a bad game. Such a bad game, what a waste of money. Such a good benchmark though, so actually it was, I got my money worth out of it from the benchmark point of view, but it is literally such a dog shit game. Windowed mode. 1080p. Apply. Okay. I wanted monitor number 1. 16 by 9. 1080p. Full screen. Apply. There we go. So I want DLSS off and RT off. My god. Ray traced reflections off. DLSS off. Adaptive shading off. This game has so many sweet settings. No, I want to apply these changes. Yes. Some of these changes you have to restart. Okay, let's restart. God damn. Yeah, but no, Shadow of the Tomb Raider will max out a GPU at 1080p though. Like it has an impressive power draw to it. I think that's why it's so good. Like 1080p, 3090, Shadow of the Tomb Raider will tax that shit out. Okay. I'm gonna take a piss while it benchmarks. Okay. Is it stuttering at all, by the way? It should be fine now, right? It wouldn't be any different than current gen games, dude. Keep like there's still gonna be coded and written for Navi and not Ampere. So the Ampere architecture isn't going to be benefited by, like, the double FP32 isn't going to be benefited by console ports. And that's my theory and assumption. Okay, 1080p Uber settings. Let's benchmark it. See what happens. I want to see how much power draw it actually has. So 400 watts, not bad. Almost 1.1 volt. And we're at minus 500 on the RAM right now. 2040 megahertz locked ish. 2025. It's funny how it's drawing 450 watts, but the GPU temperature is so low. Average FPS. Minimum. I'm gonna have to run it again. 372. Let's run it one more time. I'm gonna take a piss, BRB. One sec. Okay. I am back. Oh, the relief. Okay. So that was much better. So when you run a benchmark, and if your minimum is like 1 or 2 FPS or whatever, like it was, you have to run it again So all the game's assets are cached now, right? That's why you have to kind of run it 2 or 3 times to get all the caches in there, and then you get your actual number. So we got 376 FPS. Can I alt tab from this one? Oh my god, this game is magnificent. Where's my core clock here? Core clock. So okay, so at minus 500, hang on. Wolfenstein. Minus 500, we were at 2025 for the most part. Celsius doesn't matter. And what was the average FPS again? 376. 376 FPS, 1080p. Now, let's crank this up to 1,000, just for shits. And let's see if it lowers the core clock speed now because of power limit. Or if we increase FPS. Plus 1,000. Be interesting. Okay. Let's run this again. I think next gen. Yeah, so the only games that are going to... The only games, in my opinion, that are going to tax Ampere properly, is going to be Vulkan games. The new Vulkan API, because we saw in what the hell, Doom Eternal, how well it scales. So new Vulkan API will take advantage of it, but I don't see console ports taking advantage of it, because like Horizon Zero Dawn doesn't really, right? Actually, it scales better with Turing. So we did get some FPS here. Look at that. 383. Look at that. What was the core speed? 2025. Okay, so at 1080p, if power limit isn't an issue, it's still worth overclocking the RAM. What's the temperature at here? It was a little bit bouncier? Well, that would make sense because the power limit, it might be hitting the power limit. Yeah, memory temperatures are all, well, let's run it one more time. Huh. Can we crank this up any further? Maybe like 1200? Let's look at, hang on, let's do 1000. Let's see how far up we can go with the RAM. Because it's running so cool right now. It's interesting as shit. Do you think the 3080 is worth it for 240 FPS gaming on 1080p? It completely depends on the game that you're playing, dude. The 30 isn't really any better than a 2080 Ti in 1080p because they have the same SM count. The 3090 has 82 SMs, so that's like, oh yeah, it does have a little bit more. Yeah, so like the 3090 will be better at 1080p than a 2080 Ti because it has more SMs, but a 3080 and 2080 Ti are very similar at 1080p because 1080p isn't taxing those extra cores that the Ampere card has, right? Yeah, memory scaling it's still worth it at 1080p. In Warzone and Wolfenstein, man, this is insane. Why? I guess it just reduces the latency then. The 2080 Ti could do 240. It depends what game. Yeah, it completely depends on what game, dude. The 3090 is expensive as shit, dude. I agree. It's too much money. It's 100% way too much money. I like how you don't type the numbers instead. Which numbers are you talking about? I wasn't checking memory, fuck. Vulkan is like the best API, dude. If they actually get ray tracing going. Megahertz wasn't any bouncier in my... Oh, wait, well... It was bouncier. Like, look at the... Where's the core clock here? Yeah, look at this core clock. And then look at this one. The one where we undervolted... The one where we undervolted the... underclocked the RAM had a way more solid line. This one's way bouncier. You would get rid of these bounces if you had more power limit, right? But we still got a higher average FPS. So the memory bandwidth is actually scaling. What was the peak? What was the peak? Peak was 2040. I'm sure going to 1200. Interesting. Oh no. Let's try one more. A 1200. You might get a 3090 for 1100 from your boss. Well, that's worth it. 3080s, okay, it crashed at 1200. Too much. 3080s are worth that much on eBay right now. Oh yeah, that was a hard crash. 1200, no likey. No likey. Oh my god.
This little rabbit's hopping down the old bunny trail.
Oh my god. That crashed like Windows. Holy shit, that was a fine line. Mother of Jesus. Mother of God. Can I... Oh my god, you can't even see my screen right now. Come on, you can recover. I know you can. Let's, fuck, I need to save my notepad. I can't, dude, I can't save my notepad. Hey, how am I gonna do this? Control S? Is Control S save? Oh my god, what have I done? Alt S? No. Control C? No, that's copy. That's not save. Oh my god. Oh, got it. Haha. Good call, good call. Oh my god. This is what you get when you don't fucking save your shit before overclocking. Okay. 3090 memory scaling. Ooh, I already have it. I'll do memory scaling 1. Okay, I gotta sign out and sign back in now. Dude, it's so ridiculous.
Looking like a double-wide surprise. God damn.
I'm gonna try one more thing before we call it. I want to try voltage locking with... Let's go back to the Strix BIOS. That extra 30 watts. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're doing that. Okay, I flipped the switch. Let's restart. Now we'll actually be able to see if that extra 30 watts does anything on the Strix BIOS. Exactly. Yes, it should allow a constant core clock with the memory increase. Just a little extra 30 watts, you know what I mean? But I'm still, after this stream is over, I'm still going to try shunting just the PCI Express slot and throwing it in. with the Strix BIOS. Please type in numbers instead of sliding your slider. I honestly didn't even know that you could type in. Why can't you guys see my screen? Wait a minute. What the hell? Oh. All right, we're back in business. Okay. Yeah, I literally didn't even know that you could do that shit, man. Oh my god. Okay, let's get some music back. And I bet the scores would be higher if I didn't have Chrome and Afterburner open and shit too. Afterburner. Okay. Can you guys hear the music? Let's do this one last thing. So remember we had to control the fans separately with... You can't hear the music? Oh, see, look at that. I switched the BIOS switch, and it changed my input. Yeah, BIOS switching is tricky as shit, man. So it changes everything. All the cards' behavior changes. Yeah. Let's do. So we're on the Strix BIOS, 123%. Let's do... Oh, fans are still at 100. Okay. Let's do plus 1,000. Okay, I'm gonna try typing the number in just for you. It doesn't work. Why? Yeah, what the hell? I didn't know you could type in the number. Okay. Dude, I'm typing the numbers in right now. Nothing's happening. Click the megahertz? Oh, shit! Oh, dude! I did not know you could do that. That's insane. That's hilarious. That's game-changing. Holy shit. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. That's hilarious. I've been using Afterburner for years, dude. Years. Holy shit. That's funny. Okay, let's go back into what are we here? We have a Wolfenstein numbers? Yes, we do. Okay. That's so funny. That's awesome. Such a little thing. That's funny. What's wrong with sliding it though? I feel like it would take the same amount of time, whether you were sliding or whether you just typed it in. Oh my god. Play. Yes. Oh man, that's funny. Alt tab. Okay, this will probably be the last benchmark of the day. Unless somebody has something they want me to do specifically. But I want to see if the 480 watt BIOS does anything. But the readings are all going to be whack now anyway. Like, it won't read the correct wattage at all. Okay, hang on a second. Afterburner. Plus 100. It's the exact same what we had before. 1,000. Power limit. All right, let's give it a shot. Options, video, 1080p, Uber, DLSS, and ray tracing off. Okay. Options, benchmark, Riverside. Let's do this. Come on, Strix BIOS. And this is 1080p too, so like, if you actually did shunt mod it or you had a power unlimited BIOS. Oh yeah, look at that. It's actually... It crashed. Huh. Huh. Look at the voltage though. It was at 1.025 volts on the crash. Whereas the other BIOS was up to like 1.05 volts. That's why it crashed. I guess the boost algorithm for the Strix BIOS is not applicable to this one. At least it wasn't a hard crash, so we can get around that by... What's 1.1 volt here? I feel like it didn't apply properly. I'm going back to dragging the dragging method. Hang on. Do you see? Dude, I typed in 100 megahertz and this was one bin higher. I dragged it to 100 and it's one bin lower now. Every single variable must be accounted for. Okay, let's try this again. Yeah, it was at 2085. One bin is enough to make it crash. Okay. Try this one more time. Are the fans still at 100? Where's my precision? There we go. Yes. Yes. Come on, Wolfenstein. You can do this. It would... No, I mean, if I typed in 80, it would have been fine, right? Because then if I typed in 85, it would have been the same as the 100 of dragging, right? So it wouldn't really skew their results at all. It might confuse them though if they type in 85 and then it works and then they drag to 100 and then it like crashes the shit out of it. Because then that's 2 bins higher. But as long as you use the same method every single time, it wouldn't really matter. Wait, what am I doing here? 1080p, full screen, Uber. Okay, benchmark. This should work now. Yeah, the voltage is much better. No. I feel like it's trying to boost higher, but something is making it crash. No, the only difference is the Strix BIOS though. Let's try... I don't think the Strix BIOS works on this thing, man. I think it's just too different of a card. Let's try... let's try 1.1 volt lock at 2070. see what happens with that. Yeah, something is really iffy with the Strix BIOS on this thing. It's crashing like immediately too. It's not like making it a little bit way through. It's like, I don't like this. You mean Asus? I wonder when the Asus TOP. What's that? What's TOP? Seems like MSI is a bit more I think you mean Asus there. We're only talking a difference of like 1 bin. You know, or 1 boost bin. I don't think that's it, because at 1081 millivolts, it should have ran at 2070 megahertz. Because if I use the other BIOS and lock it at that, it would work. Something else is going on here. I think that's it. I think it's noisy as shit because the VRMs are being pulled in different directions. It's hitting a power limit at 1.1 volt. Oh yeah, this is dog shit. Yeah, the power limit literally isn't any better than the For the Win one. It's not doing it properly. This is bugged out. Hang on. Let's try. Yeah, it's like you gain 30 watts, but you gain 30 watts, but you lose like 2 bins worth of stability by doing this. Let's try 2070, 1081. Oh shit, it's already open. What am I doing? Oh my god, what have I done? I just assumed that it crashed. 2070. Let's try one more time. A higher version than the Strix called TOP. It doesn't, I don't doubt it. Like the Kingpin. 1081. So 1081 is still 1068. It looks like 1068 is the highest voltage that we can go before it hits the power limit on this benchmark. 1062. It will be. It's always been that way, man. You can always flash the Kingpin BIOS on the For the Win. Let's try 1062. Okay. 1062 at 2070 megahertz. Let's try that. He used liquid nitrogen, didn't he? Everything that guy does is liquid nitrogen. That is nice and stable. No, 1056 volts. $1056. 1.056 is the voltage that we want. It's better. See how it got better? The fact that the Strix is $1,800 though, you gotta have some insanely deep pockets to buy a version higher than that. That is not for consumers, dude, at all. 1056. Not for consumers, dude. Like, and like, you're talking like, okay, so let's say a Strix. Let's say you get like 2100 megahertz out of a Strix. You're gonna get maybe 2120 out of a Kingpin or something. Like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. At that point, the bidding is literally irrelevant. Tin left EVGA? It went down to 1050. It is more stable though. I think, is that artifacting? Oh no, that's the... No, it wasn't artifacting, okay. Yeah, we're still going up though, so let's go 1050. This is why dialing these things in yourself is so beneficial. Don't let the damn thing boost by itself. It's a shit show. 1050. And then once we get a stable lock, I want to go back to the other BIOS and see if we can still stable lock it at the same 1050, 2070. What happened to Tin? Why did he leave? What do you mean gone? Dude, even a Strix is blowing money away. Honestly, the best value that you can get on a 3090 is the, if you don't care, it dropped again to 1043. The best value actually is the MSI Gaming Trio, because you get 3 8-pins for the cheapest dollar. That's why. So if you wanted to go that route, you get that one for as cheap as possible. You use the money that you save for a water block, Shunt mod, that will blow the doors off of any Strix, any For the Win 3 for less money. That's the way to do it. 1043. This is gonna crash at some point. I'm surprised it's still stable. This is a good chip. 1043. 2070. Thank you, Tin, for all you have. Can you post that? Are you in the Discord? Can you post that in the Discord later? I left for personal reasons. Oh my god, I had no idea, dude. Huh. I think we got our voltage lock now. No, still bounced. 1037. You fucker. $10.37. But this is what we're essentially doing is we're artificially increasing the power limit by undervolting, right? So if you just shunt modded the damn thing, it would work just as well and better actually. This is gonna crash now. It has to. 1037 2070. Yeah, I'm surprised. Tin was a genius, dude. I watched some of his content on GN's videos and yeah, Tin was something else. This is actually way more unstable now. What is going on here? Why is it 2085? Why did it go 2085? Okay, you know what? This is good enough. Let's do one more just to confirm. Let's go one more bin up, 2070, and then leave it. And then we'll see which one scores better. 1043, 2070. Okay, we're gonna save this profile. It doesn't matter, I'm switching BIOSes anyway. 1070, 2070, 1043. This is what we're gonna test on both BIOSes now to see which one has a higher power limit. Or which one works better, or which one has a better FPS. Probably the same, to be honest. Yeah, so if you're air cooling, if you're sticking with the air cooler, you're probably better off buying the best model that you can. Or the Aorus Extreme, because that thing has a quad slot air cooler or some shit like that. That would be the best one to get then. Whenever that comes out. That's what, so yeah, that if you're going air cooling, get the best model you can with the best air cooler you can. If you're water cooling, or you have plans to, you get the cheapest model that you can that can support the highest power draw, which is the Gaming X Trio. No, this is not shunted. I'm not shunting. Dude, I'm not gonna solder resistors on a $1,800 graphics card. I'm not doing it. I want the warranty on this thing. I'm not that rich. This is insane. I can afford to lose $700 on X33, but I can't afford to lose $1,800. That's no. I don't make any money off YouTube yet. This is way less stable now. What the hell happened? So it seems like 1050 was the best. This is garbage. Huh. Let's try one more. That's why I have the XC3 in the for the win, dude. Literally why. I can just get EVGA cards, so I get them. Beggars can't be choosers, right? It's not like I'm gonna be like, oh, I'm going to pick that one. That's not gonna fucking happen. This one isn't bad. Okay, we'll go with this. This seems more unstable than 1050 megahertz. You don't like the Aorus cards, eh? I think the Aorus cards are the best looking ones right now. From those like leaked pictures. Oh man. The Aorus Master and the Extreme look so nice. Let's go 1050. Okay, last one before we switch back to the For the Win BIOS. 1050 millivolts, 2070. No, I haven't seen it. Is it bigger than the case itself? Yeah, dude. That's why I like those. But like if you're sticking with an air cooler, you can't argue with bricks, dude. The brick will save you. This thing is a brick in itself. This is just wobbly as shit now. Did I not increase the power limit slider or something? Or maybe I have to do it in Precision X1. What is going on here? Why are we losing stability now? Apply. Oh, wait, what? No, wait a minute. Okay. The Strix. This Strix looks like it has a pretty dinky cooler, dude. I'm not gonna lie. Compared to like the EVGA or the Aorus ones, like it looks tiny. I know, I already have a water block pre-ordered for a Strix. That's literally why I ordered a Strix, is because I have a water block pre-ordered for it. Like, okay, we're gonna go with 385 and 224 minimum. Wolfenstein. 1050 millivolts. Strix BIOS. What was it again? 385, 224. 385 average, 224 minimum. 2070 megahertz. Save. Now let's switch BIOSes again. Back to the For the Win. And let's do a restart. I don't like the hydro coppers very much either, but EVGA is making a For the Win 3 water block, and whatchamacallit, Optimus is already, they're like 2 weeks away from making their For the Win 3 block done. 2 or 3 weeks away. Oh, we're back. Why is the Strix so popular though? It's so weird. Like literally there's no reviews of the Strix at all. There's no reviews of the Strix. All we have is what Asus tells us when they're like, it's going to be amazing. And everyone's like, oh my god, it's gonna be amazing. Like wait, like what? Just and then EK is like, yeah, we're making a water block for the Strix. It's like, oh shit, there's gonna be a water block for the Strix. Asus said it's gonna be the best. Like, just fucking chill out. Like, chill out, people. Like, holy shit, we have no idea. We actually have no idea. Hang on here. Humans. Maybe I think it's because the Strix is like unreleased yet, so it's like the final hope for Ampere is like the Strix, right? Like maybe the Strix will save all the problems of Ampere. Like, people are dumb. Jesus. Then again, I'm ordering one because I can get a water block for it faster than anybody else, so it is what it is. If they made a fucking water block for the Extreme or something, I'd be getting that first. Okay. You cannot beat marketing. You just can't. Okay, 100% power limit. We're back on the EVGA BIOS. This will be the last test we do here. Gotta get the video's getting too long. And then we were at 1050 millivolts at 2070. Yes, okay. Now, let's run this Wolfenstein benchmark. Who said they were binning cards? Later, coffee. Yeah, I will. Thanks for stopping by, dude. Good to see ya. Yeah, thanks for participating, my friend. Thank you. Yeah, so like the Strix, like I've heard that before. There was a few guys in the Discord that were saying like, yo, Asus confirmed that they were bidding for the OC model. I still have not seen a screenshot. Oh my god, here, I gotta turn on voice-o-meter. And then, when they say bidding, what do they mean by that? Are they guaranteeing 2100 or something, or are they guaranteeing 1890? Right? Okay. I'm getting actually pretty hungry here. 2070, 1050. Let's bench this. Oh, I gotta get rid of this. Oh my god, what have I done? What have I done? Video, benchmark, Riverside. I have to try and find that screenshot, dude. I literally have not seen anybody say that the Strix has been better. Everyone just keeps saying it. Why is it locked at 2040 now? 2070. It is way more stable with this BIOS, though. Holy shit. Look at that. It's not even close. Yeah, don't use the Strix BIOS on the 30 on the for the win. This is way better. Let's run it one more time. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm not calling you a liar or anything, but I'm just like, you like, you know how this industry works with rumors and stuff, man. Somebody's like, I heard they were binning the extreme Aorus, and then like if somebody in Reddit just says that, then all of a sudden everyone just believes it. This is way more stable. It doesn't, you can't compare them. 388, 187. What did we get before? It did have a higher minimum, though. That doesn't make any sense. $388, higher average but lower minimum. Why is that? Yeah, that's exactly what it is. The Further Win 3 is designed for that power delivery. The 30 watts is not worth it. Dude, that's where you're wrong. No. Okay, so what he's saying is the OC models are binned because they have to... all they have to do... Have you noticed that the OC models are 15 to 20 megahertz higher? That's not binning. 386, 226. All that is a BIOS flash with a little bit higher voltage. It's like, do you remember when the 9900 KS came out and everyone thought that was binned silicon, but it ended up just being, they took 9900Ks that could barely do it and just shoved a shit ton of voltage into them. That's what the OC is, dude. Nobody has ever actually claimed that the OC versions are binned higher. They're not. They're just overvolted versions. That's why if you buy the cheap model and flash it with the OC BIOS, it works every time. Every time. It never crashes. I will put money on that. 386, 226. So they're pretty much the same. 386, 226. So, oh wait, this is EVGA BIOS. But this is a 480 watt BIOS and this is a 450 watt BIOS. There you go. I guess that is the result that we got with this video. And apparently memory scaling counts in 1080p. So I guess that's the result of this stream that we concluded so far. It took a little bit longer than usual, but those are the results. If you have an EVGA, stick with the BIOS. Wait for Kingpin ones, maybe. Shunt it. Yeah, no, the OC version is a money grab, dude. That's literally nothing else. Nothing else but a money grab. I would agree with you if the OC versions were advertised as having like 2050 or 2040 or something like that. Where like we know that these cards don't like going above 2 gigahertz out of the box. So if the box said 2020, even like 2020, then I'd be like, okay, that's probably binned better. You know what I mean? But like 1850 to 1870 is a money grab. That's what that is. That's not a bin. You know what I mean? That's my opinion, though. I could be wrong, but every generation of card that I've bought, and I've always bought in the cheapest one I could possibly get and flashed the BIOS, and it's always worked fine. Always. 100% of the time. It's never not worked out that way for me. You know what I mean? But, let's call it here, guys. I think that was a good stream. Good results. I'm like losing my voice from talking so much here. That was fun. Okay, so to summarize this stream, and I'll post this up on YouTube after for others. Yeah, okay, so yeah, like, okay. That is an argument. Okay, he's saying, man, I have to like put my chat onto my screen for the next videos so that people that watch YouTube after can see what's being said. I keep forgetting to read out the questions, but he's saying that out of the box performance is better. Yes, that is true. So for people, for mere mortals and peasants who don't like to mod their shit, and if they just want to buy something and put it in, then maybe the OC version might be better because you're getting the work done for you. That's always been the case, right? If you don't want to dick around with anything and you just want to throw it in and play some games, you should always just buy the best model that you can afford then. Modders and overclockers, buy the cheapest shit possible and save the money. People like peasants and plebs that want to just game, you buy the most expensive model, throw it in, don't worry about it. There is a value to not having to worry about it, right? That's the value that you're paying for. It's like, yo, like, dude, I just want to play some games, right? But, okay. Confirmed EVGA BIOS is better for this card. Memory scaling still works in 1080p. You don't save enough power to actually increase the FPS. So it actually is worth. And for the Win 3, the ICX memory temperature number is identical to the thermocouple. So you don't need to thermocouple it. And that's it, guys. Thanks for joining this stream today. Hope we all learned something. Any more questions before I sign off here? One last thing. Anybody? Otherwise, I'm gonna call it here. Yes, that is true too. That's the same reason why I bought the Strix OC one. He was saying he paid an extra £50 for the OC model just because he hopes that it'll have a better queue. I did the exact same thing, dude. I can say as much as I want on camera, but if I have the choice of getting a card earlier and paying an extra $50 for the OC version, I did the exact same thing. So it is what it is, right? Fuck it. I want that Strix card as fast as possible. So I'm hoping, but then again, that might backfire because anyone who's spending that much money on a Strix, and because the whole rumor of it being binned better, people are like, I want the OC model. It's gonna be binned. We might have just fucked ourselves over, right? Like that can totally go both ways. If you, yeah. It's kind of funny that like how it works that way. Watch the non-OC models be like in stock and all the OC ones are gone. Oh my god, yeah, we fucked ourselves for sure. But yep. Any last questions? Done. I think we're done, guys. I'll leave the Discord link up. Actually, you know what I'll do right now quickly? I'll make another link quickly, just in case that one doesn't work. And I'll leave this up for one day. expires after 1 day. Maximum use is no limit. So use this link if you have any buddies that you want to get in here. Oh shit, wrong computer. This music is epic right now, though. Expires after 1 day. I'll do 1 day. No limit. Generate link. Copy. Okay, here you go. EVGA released the non-Ultra before the Ultra on the 24th. They actually staggered the release time. That's interesting. When I did mine, I went through like the elite members link, and then both of them were up at the same time. And I went for the cheaper one and I got it, so that's what I did. I don't need no binned chip, right? For $50. Okay. What time is it right now? Perfect timing. Okay, guys. We're calling it here. Thank you for joining me. Appreciate the hangouts and be back on Tuesday. I'll post this up on YouTube so you can rewatch and do all that stuff, and I should have another video up by tomorrow or Monday as well. So, yeah. Thanks for coming, guys. See you later. Thanks for hanging out. And I'll see you guys in the Discord, I guess. Okay, talk to you later.